Mubarak for everyone, and in behalf of the community, in behalf of the Muslim community, in behalf of the Arab Muslim American Federation, Muslim American Society, the Youth Center, and Masjid Mus'ab, we would like to wish you, inshallah, happy Eid and Eid Mubarak for every one of you. May Allah accept your prayers and accept your deeds. Before we start our prayer, inshallah, which will be in a couple of minutes, I would like to welcome a couple of officials to speak to you and address you as the Muslim community, inshallah, to share a couple of words. And first, we start with Attorney Ken Thompson. He's a former federal prosecutor. He worked as a lawyer in the Treasury Department under President Bill Clinton. As a prosecutor, he got turned over the streets here in Brooklyn. He cleaned up and worked in the streets of Brooklyn. Of course, he's as a lawyer, he's running for district attorney. So please let me welcome Attorney Ken Thompson.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for allowing me to come and say a couple of words for you. To you, my name is Ken Thompson, and I'm running for Brooklyn District Attorney. I want to make sure that everyone in Brooklyn is treated fairly and equally. I'm someone who was raised by a single mother who became a New York City police officer back in 1973. I'm someone who has been fighting for justice for everyone that I can. I fought for justice for Abner Louima when he was attacked by the police. And now we need a DA in Brooklyn who's going to take a stand and make sure that everyone in Brooklyn is safe, but everyone is treated with dignity and respect. I believe that it is wrong to conduct surveillance of the Muslim community just because people are Muslim. I think we have to make sure that we have a police department that is fair to everyone, that is going to make sure that we are all able to live our lives without being spied on. My name is Ken Thompson. The election is September 10th. I'm running for Brooklyn District Attorney, and I thank you, and I hope you enjoy your celebration.
Thank you so much, Mr. Thompson. And next we have Bill de Blasio, a public advocate. He's been working for the community rights, fighting for your rights, and also he's a proud Brooklynite. Please give it up to him.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. I want to wish everyone Eid Mubarak, this beautiful, joyous occasion. I'm Bill de Blasio. I'm your New York City public advocate, and it has been my honor to work on behalf of Muslim communities all over the city. As you grow in strength in your presence in our city, you become a more important force civically, politically, in terms of business, every part of life in this city, and particularly here in our borough of Brooklyn. Now, we have such important issues before us, and at this joyous time, this moment of transition, we all start to think about the work ahead. And in this city, we have so much we have to do. Let's begin with the fact that every Muslim family deserves the respect that other families get when it comes to our school system, and we need the Eid holidays to be recognized by our New York City public schools. It is long overdue, and I'm a candidate for mayor, and I want you to know, as mayor, it would be my honor to recognize the Eid holidays formally in our school system. Now, there's other challenges ahead, and nothing more profound than the question of policing in this city. I'll be very brief, but I have to say this to you with urgency. In these next days in our city, there will be a hugely important decision. We will either have a ban on racial profiling by the NYPD, or we will not. The legislation passed the city council, but Mayor Bloomberg vetoed it. He vetoed a ban on racial profiling. And that will hold us back. And so everyone here should join together in our efforts to convince the city council to override that veto, to make sure we have a ban on racial profiling in this city, to make sure we have an NYPD that respects everyone, where everyone is included. Brothers and sisters, I'll finish with this. New York City for so long, particularly in the Bloomberg years, we've lived the tale of two cities. Some people doing very well, some people left out. That's been true with policing too. Some people treated with respect and dignity. Some people treated like suspects even when they haven't done anything wrong. We need to enter a new era where we're a safe and strong city, but we're a city that respects everyone's rights too. And that's what I look forward to doing as your mayor with your help. I wish everyone again Eid Mubarak and a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. de Blasio. Next we have a great friend to our Muslim community. Currently he's the New York City Comptroller and running for New York's mayor. Also, he's a Democrat. He's John Lou. He's one of, as I said before, he's a great friend to our Muslim community. Also, he's like to share a couple of words with you. But before I welcome Mr. John Lou, I would like to remind you all to register to vote. And you have to register to vote before August 16th. August 16th is the deadline, and the primary elections are September 10th. So please register to vote, and please welcome John Lou.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. It is an honor and a privilege to join you in prayer this morning. This is one of the largest gatherings we have anywhere in the city, and it shows how quickly the Muslim community continues to grow here in the southern part of Brooklyn and everywhere in New York City. And as such, we need to make our voices heard. There's no better way to make our voice heard than in this year's election, which is just a little over 1 month away. And as Raja mentioned, we need everybody to register to vote. Register to vote. Next week is the deadline, so you got to do it right away. And with all of the issues facing us, and these are issues I've been talking about for so many years now, masjids being harassed by the Department of Buildings and Department of Finance, not being respected for the places of worship they are, to our kids and families having to choose between school and Eid. No family should ever have to make that choice. We are going to make Eid school holidays here in the city of New York. That's something I fought for in the city council. And when I'm mayor, it's going to be done immediately because that's the right thing to do. And including in our schools, our kids don't have access to halal food or things that they need. We got to make sure all of our kids, every New York City school kid, has the right things, what they need. And on the issue of police-community relations, I believe that the police department should do everything it can to keep people safe. But they've got to do things the right way in order to keep people safe. And at some point, we have to recognize that we live in America. And I've also been saying for years that it is just absolutely wrong for the police or any part of government to spy on people for no reason other than the fact that they are Muslim. How can that happen here in America? It's wrong and it should be stopped immediately. And when I'm mayor, you will see no more spying on people just because they are one particular religious group. But these are the issues facing the growing Muslim community here in New York City. And look, I'm an immigrant, like many of you. I came when I was a kid, grew up in the public schools, but look, I'm born in Taiwan, made in Taiwan, as they say. But I grew up here as an immigrant, and we are all immigrants. I know that there are some people who are not yet citizens. And of course, if you're not yet a citizen, you cannot vote. But there are still too many people here who are citizens and still did not register to vote. With all the issues that I just outlined for you, we cannot afford a single brother or sister who is a citizen over age 18 to not register to vote. Please, make your voice heard. Make your vote count. Whether you vote for me or not, it is important that you vote. Nobody knows who you vote for. But everybody, it's a matter of public record, whether you voted or not. And that is how the community gets counted. By politicians, by policymakers, including myself. We know where the votes are coming from. So in order to make the changes that we desperately need here in the city, please register your voice by registering to vote and coming out that day. So over the next 4.5 weeks, I'm going to work very hard. And there are lots of people who say that, oh, I've got a difficult shot at becoming mayor of New York City. Well, look, When I was running for city council 12 years ago, they said it was impossible for me to become a member of the city